Welcome to Lifeword's Day by Day, where we've been looking at 1 Corinthians chapter 3, where Paul is talking about how he goes about laying the foundation, which is Jesus Christ, the foundation of the church. And we've said that Paul had a grace-based perspective. But there's more to this word grace here in this text, in how Paul is using it. Paul is speaking to what was affected because of this grace that was given to him. So Paul is saying that the opportunity, the privilege of church planting was grace, but also the exceptional results were produced by grace as well. God's presence, His supervision, never left Paul. In other words, Paul takes no credit for the results that his efforts produced. He says it was all of grace. So we've already discussed one of the results, the foundation of Christ being set. But there's another one, and it's found in the second phrase of verse 10, where Paul writes, like a skilled master builder. Paul is saying that his knowing how to lay the foundation was a result of God's grace, his attitude, his abilities, his capabilities. Paul knows that it was God's grace that called him to be an apostle, but it was also God's grace that fitted him for the task. So if I give you $1,000 just because I want to, well, that's grace. What you do with that is up to you. You can blow it, you can invest it, you can hang on to it. But there's a deeper grace that Paul is speaking of here. It would be like if I gave you $1,000 and a new way of thinking about money, a new game plan that guarantees favorable results. Well, that's also grace. That's a deeper grace, and that's what Paul has in mind here. Paul's ability to build the foundation like a skilled master builder was of grace. That word skilled in the sentence, it has the same root as the word for wisdom. It means a wise or skilled person. Why is that significant? Because hopefully you recall that wisdom is a major theme here. Paul has used this root word 21 times up to this point. He's going to use it 7 more times in this letter. So a total of 28 times, 21 of those being from chapter 1, verse 17 to chapter 3, verse 10. The word is only used 73 times in the entire New Testament, 28 of those times being in 1 Corinthians, 21 of those 28 being within the first 3 chapters. So Paul is saying that he operated according to wisdom when he was planning the church in Corinth. And that wisdom was put there by the grace of God. Paul had a grace-based perspective and a wisdom-based work ethic. When you pray today, please remember Michael Strong and his family, our missionaries in Minnesota. And also remember the Kamba Lifeword broadcast that's heard in Kenya.